Hello, welcome to my page today. I'm going to be your host. My name is Enuki Kawatimi Pre. I'll be discussing with you on legal matters, everyday law. Today we'll be talking about cohabitation and marriage. Oftentimes I always see people talk about um, marriage, I'm married, I'm married, I'm married. Now, the actual question is, what is marriage? Are you actually married? Can those persons that have been cohabiting with their partners for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, even 30 years, even 50 years, can they also be regarded as married couples? What does our Nigerian law says about cohabitation? Nigerian law does not actually describe cohabitation as marriage. If you like, cohabit for 30 years. If you like, cohabit for 100 years and have a lot of children together. Nigerian law does not still see you as being married. You have to be legally married for you to be regarded as married couples. So whether you have cohabited for this long, whether you have had 100 children, whether you have had 5 children, 4 children, and you have stayed and built all your estates with this particular partner, the law still does not see you as being married. So if the partner dies or both of you want to separate, what is applicable to a legally married person will never be applicable to you. So my gender, or even the other side of the gender, you guys should be very wise. If you want to stay for that long, please and please and please try as much as possible to get married. Get married properly. In fact, before God, if you're married properly, it even makes you more acceptable. After all, the Bible says that found a wife, find a good thing. But if you know that she wants to be your wife, you know you want to live with this person for this long period of time, why don't you just go into contract, just go into marriage? Marriage is a contract, whether we like it or not, is a contract. So why don't you go into marriage instead of being cohabiting with your partner? Remember, while you are cohabiting, you are both working together. You are both, building together, raising these kids together. So why is it that you cannot come together and get married? Whether you like it or not, cohabitation, whether in the Nigerian law or common law, cohabitation is never the same thing with marriage, whether statutory. Now, let me shock you. In customary law marriage, what can determine whether the person is being married is bride price payment. You have to pay bride price for you to say that you have been married customarily. While in statutory marriage, you have to register. You will go to court, you go to the registry and register your marriage before, and a certificate will be given to you before you can be said to be married. So, in other words, you have to try as much as possible to get married. Just do it in a proper way so that tomorrow you will not start regretting it and start asserting that I've been with him for a long time, I've done this, I've built with him, I've done this with him, and then he is not seeing me as his wife. And if he decides to get married tomorrow, or even you as my gender decide to get married tomorrow, none of you can hold each other responsible because both of you were actually not married. What you are just doing is open relationship. Open relationship. That's what you're doing. You're just in the relationship, and if you decide to get married to someone else, or you decide to uh, leave the marriage or something, you don't need any formality. Just leave, because nobody is even seeing you as being married. It's only you that is seeing yourself as being married, or people around you that is seeing yourself as being married. But when you want to take it up, actually, you will know that you're not actually married. So it is better we do the right thing, because no matter how long you stay in a cohabitation, it can never be referred to as marriage. Marriage is marriage, cohabitation is cohabitation. So you have to separate both of them so that you can be able to actually know your limitations or your rights. Thank you.